acting SA for tonight, and let me run through some of the club rules for all of you. So our first rule will be, please be on time. So I appreciate a lot of you that already here for being on time. Two thumbs for you. And then also try to identify yourself properly so we can properly address you, whether you're a visiting Toastmaster or guest. And please also turn on your camera. We would like to engage with you virtually, hence turning on your camera will be very, very appreciated. And when someone else is speaking, please keep your microphone off. And lastly, be fully present and just have fun. Now, without further ado, I will pass on the stage to our club president, Toastmaster Garda. Over to you, Toastmaster Garda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf. And now with the power vested in me, I hereby open this meeting by clapping my hand once. And I know that our SAA proxy has just mentioned that you need to mute yourself throughout the session unless you are given the chance to speak. But now please unmute yourself because I would like to hear your euphonious faces. Happy morning!
Happy morning!
Happy morning!
Happy morning!
Thank you everyone for coming to this wondrous Friday evening. And thank you so much for our visiting guests and visiting members from other clubs. And for those of you who are being first timer in our club, SCBD Toastmasters, maybe you are wondering why we greet happy morning, because actually evening here in Jakarta. Basically, happy morning is sort of the morning spirit that we always try to establish and maintain in SCBD Toastmasters. As if when we wake up in the morning, obviously, you want to start your day with such a fresh mind and happy spirit. And that is exactly the same morning spirit we want to have in this meeting. My name is Garda, currently serving as the president of this club. And on behalf of the entire teams of SCBD Toastmasters, we cordially welcome you to our regular meeting of SCBD Toastmasters. And for those of you who are being first timer in any Toastmasters meeting, allow me to give a little bit information regarding what Toastmasters International include, as well as SCBD Toastmasters. But in the meantime, just sit back, relax, and welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. So talking about Toastmasters International, it has been almost a century where it teaches a public speaking and leadership skills to everyone. And by being a member in Toastmasters, you will be connected to thousands of members across hundreds of countries around the globe. Now, someone may ask what would be the benefits of joining Toastmasters International. We have this educational curriculum, or so it's called pathways. Imagine that you are currently studying, and obviously you are familiar with the curriculum that you're being taught in your studies. This curriculum serves as the similar thing that you receive on your studies. For example, you're studying social sciences, mathematics, and so forth. And these curriculums or pathways in Toastmasters, we are teaching and giving the educational guidance to everyone regarding the public speaking, including other things. Like, for example, other than you want to excel your public speaking, but you also want to enhance or strengthen your leadership skills, there are two paths in the pathways like dynamic leadership or leadership development that you can explore more by being a member in Toastmasters. And should you wish to know more about these pathways, feel free to contact our club officers so that we can also assist you with regard to your inquiries. And now talking about SCBD Toastmasters, in this year, we are turning 17 years old. And this tenure, we have a vision to provide a platform where everyone can become a better you. How to achieve that? Simply by empowering every individual to strive for progress, and by instilling the values of being structured, collaborative, bold, and determined. SCBD Toastmasters is determined to provide this platform where everyone can become a better you by striving for progress. And thank you for making your time here every Friday evening. We always conduct our regular meeting from 7 to 9 p.m. Jakarta time. And this day, we have a special event that will be explained later by our host. And should you want to know more about our club or anything regarding SCBD Toastmasters, feel free to follow our Instagram at scbd.toastmasters. There's a link provided in our bio. Click on the link tree and click on chat us via WhatsApp. and you will be directed to our Vice President for Membership, Toastmaster Melanie, will be very happy to assist you with regard to any of your inquiries. I think that is all from me. And now I would like to hand over the control to our host of this evening, or so it's called the Toastmasters of the meeting. Toastmaster Indah, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Gada, our club president. Happy morning, everyone, and welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club. Today, I'll be conducted as your Toastmaster of the meeting. My role here is more likely like a person who will guide you or to be an MC, some kind of. Today, we will have three main sessions. I'll just share my screen. A story that matters. That will be our theme today. I believe you are aware with that. Anyone here? Does anyone here knows what is our word of the day? Can you unmute yourself?
Signify.
Yes, it's signify. Signify is a word, means to be a sign of something or to do something to make your feelings, intentions, or anything known, or to be important or to be matter. As I previously informed that we will have three sessions. The first session will be a prepared speech. This session will be led by our guest. It will be an educational session led by Toastmaster David Pranata. And the second one will be table topic session. We will have our Toastmasters Uyun as our table topics masters. And the last session will be an evaluation session led by our general evaluators, Toastmaster Raki. Before I continue to our next session, I would like to invite our GE to introduce our guardians tonight, the role takers. Toastmaster Raki, screen is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Indah. May I share my screen? All right, wait a moment. So, happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Raki. Tonight, I will be your general evaluator. And here's the lineup. First, I will call Toastmaster Alvin as our grammarian. So, Toastmaster Alvin, the screen is yours to explain your role.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Raki. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. My name is Alvin, and I will be your grammarian for tonight. My responsibility is to listen carefully to all speakers, especially to their language usage. I'll take note of any grammatical error used in your speech. But please don't be afraid of making mistakes, because I will share the correction to all of you for your learning. Can a grammatical error kill you? No. And remember that what doesn't kill you always make you stronger. And I will also capture any remarkable words and thoughts that you use during your speech. Okay, that's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Raki.
All right, let's move on to another. I will call Toastmaster Salman as our AWOD counter to explain your role. So Toastmaster Salman, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aki. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, my name is Salman, and I will be the word counter tonight. So my role and responsibility tonight is to note any words and sound that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks tonight. So during this meeting, I will listen carefully for any overused words, including like, well, like, but, so, and stuff like that. I will also listen carefully for filler sounds like mm, things like that. I will also note when speakers repeat word or phrase such as I, or this means, things like that. Another thing to note is that I'm going to count word of the day, which is signify. I repeat, signify. Please use it as many times as possible in your speech. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the numbers of times that each speaker used this expression. But I have to say, this is my first time taking this role. So if I made any mistake, please forgive me and please bear with me. So back to you, Toastmaster Aki.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Salman. And let's move on to our ballot counter. Toastmaster Hani, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aki. Happy morning, everyone. My name is Hani. My role is as a ballot counter. I will create a link, use easy polls. You can vote your most favorite speaker, and I will share in the chat box. And so please don't forget to vote who is the most favorite speaker tonight by using easy poll. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Back
you,
to you,
Toastmaster
Hani.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Hani, for the explanation. All right, the last, I will call our timer for tonight, Toastmaster Vincent. Toastmaster Vincent, are you there?
Hello. Hello. I think I will be back up for Toastmaster Vincent for the timer for tonight. Okay. Right. My name is Agung, everyone. I will be acting as a timer for tonight. Basically, when you are doing a speech, you have time. We have to time your speech because we need to make sure that you have that kind of mindset that, oh, I think I need to prepare my speech for around 5 to 6 minutes or 1 to 2 minutes, something like that. So I will help you guys to time you, and at the end of the session, I will report the timer report. But then to alert you, I need to put my background in my background here. I'm sorry if my background is not sufficient. So let me check what is the backstage for tonight. So wait a second. Okay, for the table topic speaker, you have 1 to 2 minutes, right? So when for the topic speakers, you have 1 to 2 minutes. When you speak already 1 minute, I will turn my background to green like this. I'm sorry. Okay, it's a bit funny like this, a bit silly, but it's okay. But when 1 minute 30 seconds will be yellow, and then if you speak 2 minutes, it will be red like this. Okay. When you speak already 1 minute, it means that you are eligible to be voted. But then when I turn my background into red like this, you have to finish your speech maximum 30 seconds after I turn my background to red, something like this. And then for the prepared speech,
For the prepared speech, do you have prepared speech for tonight?
Nope, we don't.
No, we don't
Okay, we
have.
don't have. So right. So for the prepared speech, luckily we don't have for tonight, but we will have the prepared speech. Sorry, the table topic speakers. So that's all from me. Back to you, G.
All right, thank you so much, our second timer, Toastmaster Agung, for your explanation. Right now it's my part. I will be your GE for tonight. I will take notes for everything happens during the meeting. So that's all from me. Enjoy enjoy the night, and back to our Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raki, our GE. Now let's start on the first session. Are you ready, gangs? Please put a love symbol on your screen if you are ready.
Ready.
All right. So here we go. Toastmaster David Pranata. I will just read a little bio of him, a little story of his life. Well, Toastmaster David Pranata is actually a trainer and he's an author who was also active in Toastmasters many years ago. He was appointed as a training coordinator for clubs in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. He has been sharing his expertise in communication and public speaking with some private companies and government entities, namely Bank Mandiri, Medco, Sampurna, Unilever, and Kantor Pusat Dijen Pajak. He has written a book. The first book was Speak with Power and was published in July 2015, followed by his second book, Communication Made Easy, in November 2016. Let's welcome our speakers, Toastmaster David Pranata.
Thank you, our Tom, Toastmaster Indah. Please also give a round of applause for Toastmaster Indah. Yeah. Okay, thank you everyone, especially the one in SCBD Toastmaster for having me tonight. When Toastmaster Indah mentioned that I was joined Toastmaster a long time ago, actually I started to Google. Hey, by the way, how long have I been joining Toastmasters? And it turns out I joined in 2006. So it means 16 years already. So I feel old right away. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So tonight we will discuss about a topic which is a story that matters. So basically, this is a topic about storytelling. In this session, you will learn that a story will have so many components. A story will have so many factors. And if you actually understand and then also can apply that factors into your story, then it will make your story become more entertaining, more memorable, and also it will become a story that matters. So let's jump on right away. This will be an interactive session. I'm not the one who is talking and share the story, but the one who is talking and share the story will be you. So let us start first with the introduction. Why do we use story? Gentlemen, Toastmaster, please open your mic so that we know. Why do we use story? Come on, open your mic, share your opinion. Why do we use story? Especially in our presentation, maybe in our communication, why do we use story? You can open your microphone or you can also type on your chat. Give your opinion. Come.
To make audience engage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf. What else? What else? Why do we use story?
I think to influence others.
Yes,
Engage.
Salman, Toastmaster Salman?
Yeah, to influence others to do our bidding.
To influence others. Okay, thank you. So basically you like to influence people, yeah? Okay, Toastmaster Andika. Storytelling is easy to comprehend. Okay, what else? Why do we use story?
Maybe
Why
because
don't we
we
just
need to
use
bridge.
data and statistic? Yes, sorry?
Maybe we need to bridge before we come to the core of the conversation. We need to bridge with something, which is the story.
Okay.
Personable is personal, unique.
Personal.
Mm.
Okay, thank you.
To inspire.
Yes.
To
What else?
inspire. To inspire audience.
Inspire the audience. Okay, good. Huh? All are the right answers. So basically, we use story because also story connects to the emotion. Some things that is very difficult to do if we only use data and statistics. And also, the story also intrigue our curiosity. We want to know what is the end? What is the end? So, and also a story can teach without preach. So basically, those are all the reason why do we use story in our presentation, maybe. Second question. What makes a story interesting? Wah, typo here, yeah. What makes story become interesting? There is boring story maybe, but there is also interesting story. So what makes a story become interesting? Come on, I also need your opinion. What makes a story interesting? Yes?
Emotion that flows.
Okay, emotion that flows, yeah. I love when I speak in Toastmaster, everybody wants to share their opinion.
Maybe because we need to add curiosity.
Okay, Toastmaster Yanda, yeah. Curiosity, yeah. Good. Good key points. What else? Toastmaster Andika also comment the one come from the chat, ya. Sebentar, yang di Toastmaster Andika. There is a conflict in the plot and the resolution. Thank you, Toastmaster Andika. Okay, what else? What makes a story interesting?
The conflict, I think.
Conflict. So basically, we love conflict, right? So imagine when you go to the street and then you saw an accident, everybody will be interested. Hey, ada apa ya? Ada apa ya? Okay, one or two more answer.
Relate to our personal experience.
Okay, relate to the personal experience. Thank you, Toastmaster Bernadetta. Satu lagi dong.
Shock value.
Sorry?
Shock value.
Shock value. Okay, so surprise, element of surprise. Thank you everyone, yeah, for your participation. What I love when I give session in Toastmaster is everyone wants to share their opinion. It's totally different when I speak in, let's say, another institution. Anyone want to answer? Then click, 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 click. Okay, yeah. So let's move on. We will learn about storytellers' most common mistake. Yeah. Storytellers' most common mistake are their stories are too long, so that the audience lose focus and no longer pay attention. So right after this, actually, I will jump into a practice session. I will not give you any more tips, trick, or technique, but rather on, we will go directly into the practice session. And to apply this principle, when I send you via personal chat, the story script, what you need to do is you need to retell that story in less than 2 minutes. If you spend more than 2 minutes, so definitely it will be too long. Yeah. So for that, I will need at the initial session 3 volunteers. Siapa nih yang mau? Raise your hand. Who wants to be the first, second, and the third volunteer? Let me call upon, yeah, this one is also my relatives. Marina Chandra, are you there?
Okay.
Okay, I will send you a script via personal chat. Who else want to volunteer?
We have Toastmaster Yanda raising hand. Toastmaster David.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Ibu Dwi, are you there? Ibu Dwi, PPPR?
Yes.
Yeah, do you have my script, right? Can you send the second script to Toastmaster Yanda?
All right.
Maybe? Do you receive my personal chat?
Yes, I received.
Okay,
Perfect.
good. Yeah. So Read it. Okay, Toastmaster Yanda, have you received the second one, the second script, titled The Hunter?
Not yet. I'm still waiting for direct message from Toastmaster.
Okay, and also another one is Laura. Am I right? You also raise your hand?
Yeah, but I'm a new one here. I'm a guest. First time.
Okay, but you want to give it a try, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I will send you personal message. Have you received it, Laura?
Yep.
Yep, good, yeah. So basically what you need to do is to understand the story. And for those 3 persons who already volunteer or become a victim, just like Marin, what you need to do is you need to retell the story to all of us. Use your own language. Okay? Toastmaster Yanda, cross-check. Have you received your script? Good. Title, The Hunter. Correct? Okay. So let us move on and we will hear stories. After they present their stories, then I will give feedback and I also give more tips and techniques. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our first storyteller, Marina Chandra. Marin, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. So one day, I walked down the street and I saw one friend of mine. I just say, hey, what happened with your both ears? It looks like a red in the left and also at your right ears, also some bruises gitu. And he told me what happened. Yeah, there's someone called him when his wife is ironing his shirt, and he wrongly pick up, instead he pick up the phone, he pick up the hot iron and he accidentally put it on his ears, his right ears. So I asked him, okay, oh my God, that's so awful. And what happened with the other ears, your left ears? Oh, that fool called me back after. So he got wrongly for the second. Okay, thank you. Oh my God.
Thank you, everyone. Give a round of applause to future Toastmaster Marin, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone, can you get the message? Does the story clear? If the story is clear, give thumbs up to Marin. Okay, just to check whether is it clear, yeah? Our GE, Pak Siregar, Pak Isiraki Siregar, yeah? Just to test. Can you open your mic?
Yes, sir.
What actually happened, Pak, in the story?
The actually happened is the wrong action when the guy wants to pick up the phone, but he just pick up the boil.
Okay, angkat setrikanya ya. Okay, so now after Marin share her story, let me share with you the first skill that you need to have in your story. The first skill or the first component is actually called moral of the story. Yeah. So basically, this is the reason why we tell the story. Kita bercerita karena ada pesan yang ingin kita sampaikan. For example, have you ever heard the story of Maling Kundang? Pernah ya? What is actually the message from the story Maling Kundang?
You have to respect your parents.
Yeah, respect your parent, obey your parent. Yeah, that is actually the main reason why we tell the story. So if your parents told the story Maling Kundang to you, then you know actually they want you to obey them. So that is the main reason. So on every story, we need to put the moral of the story. So that is the tips. Nah, let me check. Untuk tadi, Marin, she already delivered her story. At the end of her story, is there any moral of the story? Ada disebutin enggak atau belum? Yes or no? Not yet, right? So, yeah. So, is the first skill, the first tips that the second storyteller and the third storytellers need also to put on their story. Don't forget to put the moral of the story on your story. But now let's take a look at back again to future Toastmaster Merin story. What is actually the moral of the story? Maybe let me ask with the storyteller. Merin, based from your story, what is actually the main message that the story wants to convey?
I think you should be focused.
You should be focused. Okay, good.
Mindfulness.
Yeah, mindfulness. What else? Maybe anyone here also wants to give input. What is the correct, not the correct, because every story can have so many moral of the stories. Apalagi nih moral of the story-nya?
That you should be careful for your actions.
Be mindful to your action, okay.
Don't repeat the same mistake.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indah. That's what I'm searching for, yeah. So actually the person makes same mistake twice, right? And then the person call again twice. Okay, so thank you, Toastmaster Indah, for the insight. But now let us move on to the second storytellers. Toastmaster Yanda, ya. Okay, Toastmaster Yanda, we want to hear another story from you. The screen is yours.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster David. I'll try my best to rephrase the story about the hunter. So it was in the early 90s. This happened in the early 90s. And there were two hunters. They will charter a plane to take the animal that they managed to hunt. And then after that, the plane came back to pick up where they just done the hunting. And then the pilot said to them, I cannot take this more than one buffalo. And then the hunter protested, saying that, oh, come on, last year we managed to carry 2 buffaloes. So after some, quarrel, some negotiation, and then finally the pilot agreed to bring along all the buffaloes, which are 2 buffaloes and 3 men on the plane. And then after the plane took off, and unfortunately, the plane could not manage to gain the height and finally crashed into a forest. And then after the plane crashed down, fortunately, the 2 hunters were safe and managed to climb out of the plane. And that one hunter was asking to the other one, where are we? And then the other hunter said that we were just 2 miles away from the place we were crashed last year. Okay, that's the point, the story of the hunter about they failed to manage to mitigate the risk about that they just did last year. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster David.
So let me clarify again. What is the moral of the story, Toastmaster Yanda?
The moral of the story is that we should agree. I mean, we should agree and willing to hear the professional advice.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, the pilot is the professional.
Okay, good points, yeah? You better hear the professional advice. Any more suggestion from anyone here? What is the correct moral? Not the correct one. Maybe you have another moral of the story from the hunter story. Ada yang bisa kasih moral of the story yang lain nggak?
Maybe sometimes you should know your limit and don't do the same mistake again.
Okay. Thank you, yeah, Safira, yeah. You should know your limit and don't repeat the same mistake again. Because actually the moral of the story is a bit similar with the first one, yeah. Don't repeat the same mistakes, yeah. So thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. So let me repeat once again. Every story should have moral of the story. And then additional tips for moral of the story. Usually we put the moral of the story at the end of the story. And then make the moral of the story become clearer to the audience, therefore use short sentences so that it will stick into the audience mind. For example, for the first and the second story, you can just say, so the moral of the story, don't repeat the same mistake. That's simple. That is short. And it also memorable. Okay? So that's, I guess, from our first and the second storyteller. Ibu Laura, are you ready, Bu?
I'm sorry, heads up, I'm not really good in public speaking. That's why I decided to join this Toastmaster. Okay.
Good then, you have
So
time to practice here. Gratis lagi.
So, yeah, bener. So from the silent story, from what I got is like 4 monks decided to have a month silent retreat. And then after the first day, one monk breaks the rules, and it turned out to be a domino effect. Like this example signified how serious the problem will be if all of a sudden one of us as a group broke the rules in our group journey. I don't know, is it correct or not? Halo?
Halo, sudah selesai?
Sudah, less than 30 seconds.
Finish already. So, okay, let me check the clarity first.
Yep.
That's Master Hani.
You want me to repeat? No?
let us check first, yeah? That's Master Hani. Sure. Can you, do you know what actually happened in the story?
I'm sorry. I think I didn't hear clarity. I don't know, it's my connection or because the voice is break. I'm sorry.
Okay, ya. Tak apa-apa ya. So let me check with our grammarian. Terus Master Alvin, do you listen the story?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear the voice clearly. I think I hear that Laura. I think Laura talked too fast. I cannot get the point.
Oke. Thank you ya, Bu Laura. Tampaknya bicaranya agak kecepatan.
Maybe I'm nervous.
But that's okay. We always have first time, yeah, for everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me retell the story of yours, yeah. So basically, there are 4 monks, yeah. They are doing their meditation, and they promise to one another, we will not speak until 30 days. After 1 day, the first monk said, hey, I think I forgot to lock the door. And then the second monk said, now you are talking, yeah? Fail. And the third monk said, but now you are also talking, you also fail. And the fourth monk finally said, thanks God, I'm the one here who doesn't talk. So, what is the moral of the story? Anyone can guess? Ada yang bisa tebak?
Don't repeat the mistake of others.
Yeah, we can see others' mistake, but cannot see our own mistake.
Yeah, sometimes we see others' mistake, but we cannot see our own mistakes, yeah? So basically, all of them make the same mistakes, but they judge others, yeah? Thank you, yeah? So that is the first tip that I can give you about the components of the story. Let us continue to the second components of a good story. Just to check to all of you, what is the first component that makes a story become powerful? Masih ingat nggak? What is the first component?
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story. Every story should has moral of the story. So let me continue with the second one. But beforehand, I need to know whether you are ready to receive the second components. If you are ready, then please type on the chat box, say that you are ready, ya. Oh, tapi tak bisa kirim chat ya to everyone. Okay. Okay. So I assume that you are ready then, ya. So the second component is about practice. To make the story becomes more alive, then you need to put characters in your story. What makes it difference between a story and also a narration is, on narration, there might be no characters, but on every story, there will be characters. And also, please let me share with you the first tip to establish characters. First, simple things. Give your characters a name so that the audience can relate. Yeah. Okay, and then let us move on to the practice session. Now I need 2 volunteers. Siapa yang mau coba nih? 2 volunteers. Hani, okay? And also Isiraki, ya? Okay, let me prepare the story first. Wait. Toastmaster Dwi, can you help me send the script story number 6 to our GE?
Okay.
Okay. Nih, my personal chat?
Yes, but may I
Okay.
need to read it first?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Our GE, receive the personal chat from Dwi?
Not yet, still waiting.
Oh, okay. I will send it to you then, ya. Ya, yang the 6th one ini bahasa Indonesia, but I do believe Pak Isiraki Sirgar, you understand bahasa Indonesia, right? Let me check. Terima? Ji?
Yes.
Okay, complete one ya. Okay, ya. So while we are waiting for the storytellers to prepare, we'll continue with some other tips about establish a characters. The first tip is to give name to your characters. And the second one, actually, make your story becomes more vivid and alive. You can give physical description or hints about the important characters. So for examples, after you give a character's a name, instead of a person, you can say Pak Tono. And then you can give physical description. Pak Tono is a tall guy with a bald head. When you give that physical description, then the audience will have, they can imagine the characters. Yeah. So I guess our first storyteller, Hani, she is ready because the 5th script is not long, ya. Ibu Hani, sudah siap, Bu?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
you
right.
have to be ready. Everyone is waiting for your story. Okay, let us hear the story from Toastmaster Hani. Give round of applause dulu ya.
Okay, the script is doctor knows better. The doctors bent over the lifeless figured bed, and then he straightened up and said, "I'm sorry to say that your husband is no more, my dear." The doctor, the figure is very in front of the people, and the sound a protest came from lifeless figure in bed, and "No, I'm still alive. Hold your tongue," said the woman. I think, and so the doctor knows better than you. I think this is the script. Is that clearly? I'm sorry.
Thank you. I don't know. is there the connection has a bit problem? Am I right? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I sometimes it's freeze, but I don't know. Is this
Okay,
clear? Clearly?
let me check with the others ya. Pak Presiden ya, Toastmaster Garda.
Yes.
When Toastmaster Hani deliver her story, connectionnya okay? Or is this just my connection?
There's a glitch to my side as well, so I couldn't hear properly the whole speech that Toastmaster Hani just delivered.
Ayo. Connection
Sorry.
problem.
Okay. Should I repeat again?
Yes, definitely. Okay. You can.
Okay. Doctors knows better. The doctors bent over the lifeless figure in bed. Then he straightened up and said, "I'm sorry to say that your husband no more, my dear." A feeble sound protest came from the lifeless figure in bed. "No, I'm still alive." "Hold your tongue," said the woman. "Then the doctors know better than you." The character is from the doctor and the patient, I think. This script in both of patients and doctors. And the and his wife. I think that's all from me. Thank you, Mr. David.
Thank you, Hani, for participating. One thing that is missing from Toastmaster Hani story. Anyone can guess? Apa yang ketinggalan?
The doctor's name.
The doctor's name. Okay. What else? The first component. How about the first component? Moral of the story already?
Yeah, moral of the story is missing.
Moral of the story is still missing, yeah. So actually, Toastmaster Hani, what is the moral of the story from the story that you just convey? What is the message actually?
We should ask to the professional that he already knows better. I think.
You should believe in the professional. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Who else want to share? What's actually the right moral of the story? Apa nih kira-kira moral of the story-nya? Maybe from our president, Pak Garda, ya. What is the moral of the story?
I gotta be honest that I couldn't hear properly all sentences, so perhaps others could hear more.
Okay, so let me read you the story ya. Permission untuk Hani ya. Let me read you the story ya. Some things like this ya. So there was a doctor ya. He said to a wife, "I'm sorry, but I think your husband is no more." Suddenly, from the bottom, from a body that is looked like lifeless, there is a very slight sound. "But I'm still alive." But his wife suddenly said, "Hey, you, doctor knows better than you." So basically that is the story. What is the right moral of the story? Ayo, apa? True love exists. No, there is no true love exists. Or in bahasa Indonesia.
Women's always right.
What? Doctor always right?
Yeah, women always right.
Women always right?
Or maybe don't trust people easily, even they are good on their professional job.
That's what I'm searching for, Toastmaster Tiara. Thank you for giving me insight. Yeah. Don't always trust the authority. Even though doctor said that your husband is dead already. But if the husband already said, I'm still alive. Yeah, so don't always trust the authority. So that is the moral of the story. Yeah. And also, Toastmaster Honey, from the second components, you can make your characters become more alive by giving the name. For example, yeah, you can give the name to the doctor. So there was a doctor, like katakanlah Dr. Bagus, and he is a tall guy with a white coat, so that the audience can have more description. You can paint the description, yeah. Okay, so I guess we will listen. Yeah.
Thank you,
You want to say something? Yeah, sama-sama, yeah. I guess we also want to hear our next storyteller, yeah. Our GE also. Got the story, GE?
Yes, I got it. The
ready
story
ready to share your story?
Yes.
Good. Yeah. So basically, in this story, you need to give a description to the characters.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Go on then.
The story is about today is a birthday for the awesome and wonderful Mr. Principal. And his name is Subagio. And then on his birthday party, Mr. Subagio just met three boys that on the school. The first boy give him a gift. Let's say a gift is a little bit thick and then heavy. And then Mr. Subagio just guess it. Ah, I know it. What did you give to me? And then the first boy, his name is Amin, just said, what is that, Mr. Subagio? This is book. Yes, you're right. How do you know why this is a book? Yeah, I just know it, Mr. Subagio said. And then the second boy, and his name is Anto, just also give the Mr. Subagio gift. And Mr. Subagio, I have something to you for your birthday present. And Mr. Subagio just accept it. And back again, Mr. Subagio still a guess, what is this? And then Mr. Subagio just guess it again. I know it. What is that? What is this? And Anton just said, what is that? This is a shirt, right? Yeah, that's right. Why you really know it? Yeah, I can guess it. I just guess it. Suddenly, Mr. Subagio just knew it. The Anto Fathers is a t-shirt sellers. And then the third boys call it Aji. Aji give the Mr. Subagio also gift. And Mr. Subagio just want to interact with his students by guessing all the gift. And the third boy just give Mr. Subagio, I have something to you to celebrate your birthday. So happy birthday, sir. And back again, Mr. Subagio guess it. Mr. Subagio guess it. This is a little bit wet. Or is this a juice? Because this boy's father a juice seller. And he just is still guessing what is that, and then after that he just said, yeah, I know it, this is a syrup, right? No. The boy said, no, this is not, that's not syrup. So what is that? And then after that, still guessing, and Mr. Subagio just gave up. And the third boy just said, I give you a little cat. So this is a present for, this is a gift from me. So I hope you can carrying this cat like you carrying your boys and girls. And the moral value that I get from this story is you never always be true. Sometimes you just fall. Like Mr. Subagio falls to guess it, the last gift from his students. I think that's all. Back to you, our edu speakers.
Thank you, ya, Raki, ya. Okay, I will give you a direct feedback, ya. So basically in this story, you need to establish the characters, especially Pak Subagio, ya. You need to establish his characters as a person that is sok tahu, ya. That is the most important things, ya, because it will relate to the moral of the story. He always sok tahu, Bapak selalu tahu. Oh, this is must be a shirt. This must be that, ya. But until the last one, wait, ya. You need to give picture to the audience that he actually licked the liquid. This is a syrup, right? No, Pak, it's not syrup. It must be a juice. And then at the end, no, Pak. And then finally the boss said, Pak, that is a cat. So that we finally know, and it correlates with the moral of the story. Put it simple in bahasa Indonesia, jangan sok tahu, ya. Okay, so thank you. So that is the second one. The second components that is very important in your speech. And let me give you the last one, ya. By the way, waktu kurang berapa lama, ya, Mer? Finish already?
We have 12 minutes. We have still 12 minutes.
Okay.
No worries.
Masih 12 menit, ya. Okay, yes. Thank you, ya. And the last components that you need to have in your story is actually a dialogue. Yeah. So let us learn first about the difference about narration and dialogue. Narration is something like this. Mother always told me that I have to be careful on my way. Itu kalimat tak langsung. But dialogue is something like this. Mother told me, hey, be careful when you are on the street. So that is the direct sentences or dialogue. And in your story, use dialogue instead of narration. Why? When you use dialogue, your story becomes much more alive. You can also use tonality, vocal variety, and also you can use body language. Things that you cannot use when you just deliver narration. So always use dialogue. For example, Toastmaster Raki Siregar, when he delivers the story, Bapak selalu tahu, he used lots of dialogue. With using dialogue, it will make your stories become much more alive. So your next task after this, I will send you a story script. What you need to do is, first, definitely your story should have more of the story. And then also try to establish the characters in your story. But the most important thing is use dialogue in your story instead of narration. Okay, now let me check. Who wants to be the next storyteller? I think I can have two more. Okay, Toastmaster Bernadetta, ya. Okay, and also Safira Zahwa. Okay, I will send you the script. This one is for TM Bernadetta, ya. Can you the script? Receive it already?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, good one. And then Sahwa. Okay, Safira Sahwa, if you receive my personal chat. Okay, got it already, yeah? While they are still reading and try to understand the content of the story, please let me repeat once again. The third component that you need to have is dialogue, because using dialogue will make your story become much more alive. Let me give you another examples of the differences between narration and dialogue, yeah? Let's say narration. I always tell to my daughter that she should always become a good daughter and always obey her teacher. That is narration. But dialogue is, I said to my daughter, Gwen, please become a good daughter. Always obey your parents, and then you also need to obey your teacher. So that is direct sentences or dialogue, yeah? And then now my daughter who is in front of me become confused. She thought I speak to her directly. Okay, by the way, thank you. Toastmaster Bernadetta, are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, please entertain us with your story.
All right. So this is a story about the wise doctor and his student. One day there is a quite good surgeon, great surgeon from Vienna, and his name is Chop, and he was old and he has been done the job since like he was 30 years old, and he's now in his 60, so he's quite experienced in this field. At the class, when he were teaching his student, he told that, ladies and gentlemen, to be a good surgeon, you need two things. First, you have to have freedom from nausea. And the second one, you have to be good at observing things. So I need you to do what I'm about to do. I'm about to free us from our nausea. So I will dip my finger and I will lick to the nausea-free liquid, and I will lick my finger. And I need you to do the same so you can get free from the nausea. And all of the students do the same like what the Mr. Job do. So after all of the students did the thing, he is smiling, and then he says, ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate you on having passed the first test. But unfortunately, for the second test, you failed to do it, because for not one of you noticed that the finger I licked was not the one I dipped into the fluid. So, ladies and gentlemen, the moral story of tonight is that we really need to see and observe things that really matters, and sometimes we forget to see the most important things of one issue or one event. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Round of applause to Toastmaster Bernadetta. Yeah, let me give you direct feedback. Yeah. So when you tell a story, you already use dialogue, but the dialogue that you use is still a bit similar with narration language. In this story, you can actually use the power of your body language. So for example, you can describe the reaction of the students waktu mereka disuruh celupin, ya. So you do, and then student, second students, so that you can see that all of them actually feel yucky. But later on, when the professor tell at the end, yeah, so you can use more short sentences. For example, everyone here, you fail. You pass the first one, but actually you fail on the second ones because you notice this is the fingers that I used to dip, but this is the fingers where I lick it. Use body language, because when you use dialogue, you can use more of your tonality and also body language. Just simple one, yeah? So that is my feedback to you, Toastmaster Pranata. Use more body language so that the audience also can see your story instead of just listen to your story. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster David.
Yeah, last one. Bu Safira.
Okay. This is a story about Mr. Brooks. He is a farmer, been working on this field of work for most of his life. And there's something unique about himself, that he always bring his prayer, some sort of book that he wrote so that he could pray to God in a very decent way. So one evening, he came back from the market and he found himself without his prayer book. And all of a sudden, the wheel of his cart just come off right in the middle of the woods. And he said, "Oh God, I forgot my prayer book and I don't know what am I supposed to do. I need to ask my God for help." So instead of trying to remember what he used to say to his God, he just said this in a very, let's say, in a very sad way. He said, "I've done something very foolish, Lord. I came away from home this morning without my prayer book, and my memory is such that I cannot recite a single prayer without it. I cannot remember a single of my prayer because my memory is very bad. So this is what I'm gonna do. I shall recite the alphabet 5 times, very slowly, and you, to whom all prayers are known, can put the letters together to form the prayers I can't remember. And the Lord upstairs said to his angels, of all the prayers I've heard today, this one is undoubtedly the best one because it came from a heart that was simple and sincere." The moral of the story that I get from this story is that the best prayer is what comes from heart, and it doesn't really matter the way you say it because God knows what's best inside of your heart. Thank you.
Wow, yeah, good, yeah. The use of dialogue, yeah. Just one simple feedback. To make this story become clearer to the audience, Safira, you can also actually repeat how this farmer conduct his prayer. So basically you can say, so finally, this farmer prayer A, B, C, D, until Z. And then he repeats it again, A, B, C, D, until Z 5 times. And then finally he concludes with, God, you know everything. I do believe you can rearrange those words into a beautiful prayer. Thank you. So you exactly do what the farmer do. So it will make the story become clearer, yeah, with the use of dialogue. Actually, the stories that I send you is the story that I've handpicked so that every one of each story can is suitable for you to practice for the specific skills that I share with you. So thank you everyone for participating. I guess we have lots of storytellers today. And let me just remind you once again. So basically, if you want to build a story that matters, don't forget, the first one is always have moral of the story. This is the summary. This is because this is the main reason you tell the story. And moral of the story is usually given at the end of story. And use short sentences. Second one is build your characters. Give him or her a name. And then give physical description Or if necessary, you can give a bit background about the characters so that the audience can understand him or her better. And the last one is use dialogues. Use direct sentences instead of just giving narration. Yeah, so I guess that's all that I can share in this educational story today. Hope the simplest thing that I share with you can bring your story into the next level. Thank you, everyone. Makasih. And back to the Tom, yeah?
Wow,
Well done.
excellent. Thank you very much, Toastmaster David. That was also a brief and very nicely wrapped up also from you. So you already wrap up what is the moral of the story tonight. Also, you give the characters as well the dialects. I'd like to have our president, Toastmaster Garda, here for another session, which is a closing, and we have some appreciation for Toastmaster David. Toastmaster Garda, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indah. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our educational speaker, Toastmaster. On behalf of SCBD Toastmasters, we would like to extend our gratitude and appreciation to you, Toastmaster David, for making your time here and sharing with all of us regarding how to create our story or our speech that truly matters to the audience, from the moral of the story and from how we compose it, and also how to put the dialogue in it. That was truly remarkable, and I hope that everyone else can also learn and apply your points to our daily basis. And now, on behalf of SCBD Toastmasters, and of appreciation for your time and effort in sharing to all of us today. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster David, for making your time here. And I would like to ask for the assistance to take a screenshot of Toastmaster David and the certificate of appreciation. Yeah. Okay, I can also help with that. Smile, Toastmaster David. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so another time. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you, Toastmaster David. And yes, I hope that you are staying safe and be well. And thank you. I will give the control back to Toastmaster Indah.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Garda. Now, everyone, are you ready now for the next session, which is table topic sessions? Here, we also encourage to be involved and will be challenged by our Toastmaster Uyun, table topic masters.
Apologies, Toastmaster Indah, sorry to interrupt. Can we have our photo first?
Oh, our photo first. All right, okay. We will have our SAA to lead the photo session.
I will lead the table, the photo. Okay. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Yes.
Happy morning.
In regards to capture your emotions for tonight and make it a story for tonight's meeting, please turn off your video so we can see your face, and please talk with your face. How do you feel? Do you feel excited? Do you feel learn something new? Please talk with your face. That's will a kind of story tonight. Okay, I will count to 5 to wait you to turn off your video. Maybe put some makeup. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's think which pose is the best. Okay. Okay, there will be 3 occasions. Now the first. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Now the second one. What is the second pose? Okay. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Now here's the last one. Give your best face. Give your best talk face. I will record it for you. Okay. In 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you everyone. And back to you, Toastmaster Indah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alfie. Or anyone still want to have a pose here? No, yeah? Let's continue to the second session. I believe Toastmaster Uyun is here with us. Toastmaster Uyun.
Hello, Toastmaster Indah.
Yeah, I'm offering this screen to you.
Thank you so much. Happy morning, everyone. My name is Uyun, and today I'll take a role as TSM, not TTM, because today is not table topic session, but the session is table story session. Why? Because I will not give you a topic, but you have to tell us a story. So I believe that each of you has so many stories, and tonight we would love you to share your stories. So I will not prepare some topics, but here is the rule. Because I believe that you have so many stories, I believe that you meet your friends, you will tell them stories, which will give impacts, which will give moral of the story. So please put your names in the chat. Like, I encourage all of you to put your name. And then I will pick, choose from the list, regardless the number. So you have to be prepared at any time. And if I call you, then I will look at your name, your face, a bit of your background. Then I will give you 3, how to say, like themes of your story. For example, Toastmaster Indah wanna tell a story, and then I say, okay, please pick one of your stories in terms of friendship, marriage, or health. Then you pick one, and then you tell one of like memorable stories from your experience. Or maybe you can make a fictional story within 1 to 2 minutes. And please see the timer so you can make sure that you are like within the time allotted. So is that clear, everyone? Okay.
Yes, clear.
So let me see. Okay, so please everyone, unless I will pick you then. Okay, maybe first I would love to give this like honorable turn to Pak David.
Jangan duluan lah, nanti.
Yeah, save the best for the last ya. Okay.
Di tengah
Okay.
aja, di tengah.
Oh, di tengah juga boleh. Takut, oke, Bapak masih di sini ya. I hope you are still here, okay? Okay. So everyone, please. Come on, when you meet your friends, you will tell a lot of stories, right? Or you make gossips. You can gossip someone. Oh yeah, why I would love to make this, like this concept, because I want you to focus on the storytelling. Some of the speech can be persuasive or like motivational, like imperative. You should be like this. No, but today I want you to package that kind of imperative sentence to a story. So without like being so persuasive, you can still influence someone with your story. Okay, maybe I will pick someone lah. Why no one is putting the name? Okay. Toastmaster Hani. Okay. Please choose within these three options: friendship, health, or education.
Oh, friendship.
All right, 1 to 2 minutes. The Zoom is yours.
Okay. I remember when I was in junior high school, I ever like my senior is one what it's called one year older than me, and then every time that when I with my best friends walk in front of his class, I tell, oh my god, I'm so excited, just like I'm so surprised that oh my gosh, it's him, oh my gosh, it's him, oh my gosh, it's him. And then this person is very like surprised that like look him guy in front of me, and I got frozen. And then after that I tell to my friends what who is he, so that after that after I discussed with my best friends that one of my best friend is name is Febru. She said, why you don't tell text to him first? Oh my gosh, I just pardon. Should I tell text first? Okay, then that's right. I think this is a crazy woman. And I tried to text him first, and I tried to search his number, and then I tried to hello Kak, hello Kak, Mr. Fee. We called him Mr. Fee. So I think regarding that's my story. I just try to give the moral story is if you try to if you have a like someone, just being don't be nervous to try to make a text him first, but we can try to make a friendship and don't be aggressive. I think this don't be aggressive as a woman. I think this is the crazy moment that I got in. Thank you. This all from me.
Thank you for sharing your story, Toastmaster Hani. And yeah, yeah, you know, like when you want to make a friend, just be friendly. Yeah, right. Like, yeah, that adjective is very powerful. So yes, kudos to you, Toastmaster Hani, because you are very brave to text someone you like. Okay, so maybe guess Laura, you wanna try? Okay. Guess Laura.
Well, my objective to be lancar ya, to talk in English.
Okay.
So I'll try again, man.
Okay, so for you, I have health. Okay. Is that okay? Can you hear me?
Yep,
okay.
I can hear you.
You can choose health, money, or like failure.
Education, is it? No, because I had it in mind. No.
I have to make it challenging.
Okay, money. Sure.
Okay, 1 to 2 minutes.
Yes. Okay. So everyone's in my circle is talking about money, about financial freedom, right? Because I think no one is no no one is knowing what to do in the future, the goal, the ultimate goal. So here in social media, everyone is talking, why don't you get a financial freedom, planning for it and everything? And I said like, no, because I have my own goal, right? And then I got blank. And then I'll tell them back, okay, if you don't know what's your ultimate goal, you will go around chasing money, the financial freedom. And then I do have my own goal. I mean, like, I do want to get my new degree so I can be an educator and etc. So before that, next degree, I'd love to have like 5 until 7 years experience. So it will be like not only theory, but also combined with best practice in organization. And the moral story is, should I say it? No. So, okay. So the moral story is, don't care about what other things or what the society tells you. You just have to create your own ultimate goals for your life. Okay, that's all. It's still green.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guest Laura, for sharing about some money wisdom, financial freedom. But we can go to same goal as everyone, but the way we achieve that can be different. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, we have guest Zafira. Okay, sorry, Shafira. Okay, guest Shafira, I have 3 choices for you. First is nature, and then the second is education, and the fourth is parenting. Not that we have children, but when we also see our parents, for example.
Okay, I'll choose parenting, I guess.
Okay.
First of all, before I start telling the story, I'd like to apologize first if there's a lot of background noises because it's currently raining at my place right now. So, okay, I'm just gonna tell the story about parenting. As mentioned earlier, that I'm not a parent myself, but I learned a lot from my parents, how they teach me and my brother, how they raised us, and I'll tell you one story. My parents, they teach us that they teach us something that is very important lesson in life, which is don't be afraid to try, and don't really mind what others think or say about what you do in your life. So that's how I actually that's how I grow up. And they literally just tell us, they give us freedom to choose whatever we want to do. They never really put a pressure on us and tell us that we as your parents want you to do this for us, and they never really did that. So they actually just tell, for example, is like me choosing my own course in my senior high school, and then what am I going to major in my university. My mom and my dad completely give me freedom to choose whatever it is, because they believe that the one who will live my life is me, and they can only guide me to the right to the path that I'm going to walk in. They guide me, and they completely support me, and they will also do the same thing to my brother. That's how a lot of my friends say to me, how can you be so confident when you're talking in front of a lot of people? How can you be so flow when you tell stories in front of audiences? And I say that's because my parents, they told me to be confident. They told me that you should do whatever it is that is you say good for yourself. So I guess that's my story about parenting and how to be a good parent in my future. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll send my greetings to your parents. Yes, a good parent can believe the potential that the children have, and also like trust for the growth of their children. Thank you very much for sharing. And I would love to, because no one, then I pick someone. Toastmaster Salman, maybe you need to try, and maybe someone can help to count his and WOD. Oh, I need to remind everyone to use the WOD as well to your C. So maybe Toastmaster Salman can give example. Okay, Toastmaster Salman, you have three choices. First is hobby, second is childhood, and then the third is food.
I think I'll choose childhood.
Okay, 1 to 2 minutes. Screen is yours.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Salman. I was born in a small city called Sukabumi. Where I live, it was actually a part of this office complex under fishery department. So we have a lot of pools, but not for human, it's for fishes. Perhaps there's like 20 or 30. And every day, every afternoon, after we went to school, me and my friends would just walk around those pools, running around, and perhaps sometimes even falling to one of them. And it was such a happy childhood. It was such a happy memory that sometimes I wonder now, if I live in Jakarta in the future, what kind of childhood could I give to my future child? Because as we know, in Jakarta, there's no such thing as huge background. There's very hard to find natural park or forest or something somewhere, someplace where children could just walk around freely, play with their friends, having generally a good time without we having to worry about getting hit by a car, getting kidnapped by bad people, or breathing bad air, etc., etc. So that's why I think it's a huge challenge, not just for me, but for a generation of people who were born in small city, but then moved to Jakarta, and then having to have children in a very scary place for us because we are not familiar here, because we have what we thought was a much better childhood where we can experience a lot of adventure freely without worries and making a lot of memories with our friends. I hope there's a solution somewhere, but I just didn't see it now. So let's pray I'll find it someday. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Salman. Yeah, I also I'm growing up from in a small city. Still, I am now, and it's always a challenge to protect ourselves. That sometimes when we were child, like we were very protected, and then now we have to protect anyone else, like someone else. Wait, can I have 2 more speakers? Sorry, or only one?
Since one can go.
One can go. Oh, because I
Toastmaster Tiara.
Toastmaster, not Toastmaster, sorry, Pak David. So maybe we can give the last slot to Pak David. Is that okay, Pak David? Yeah, we wanna hear your story.
Anyway, Toastmaster Uyun,
and I have 3 choices for you.
Go for Toastmaster Tiara first, ya?
Okay.
Ya, saya tak kebagian tak apa-apa.
Oh, it's okay, Toastmaster David, if you want to take the last part.
No!
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay, can we have both? Yeah.
Okay, I think let's have 2, like our president said. Toastmaster Tiara, you can have your session now.
Yeah, maybe Toastmaster David want the first, or
or
you both can make a conversation here.
Okay, so because Master David is already pinned, so we can not Toastmaster, sorry, Pak David can go. Okay, I have 3 choices for you, Pak. First is career, and then second is marriage, and then the third is passion.
I'll pick career then. Yeah, safe one. Yeah. So basically, actually, I graduated from industrial engineering. And then after 7 years, work in the manufacturing industry, I started to find, what are the things that I can do to increase my chance of success? Then I was wondering, hey, good, let's learn how to speak in English. So I asked my friends, guys, where should we go to learn how to speak English? And then my friend told me, you should go to Toastmaster. I was, Chris, Toastmaster, what kind of place is that? Even from the name itself, it sounds strange already. But okay, I give it a try. Initially, for me to speak in English is difficult. And then in Toastmaster, I just found out that the main activity is public speaking. So for me, it's like double nightmare. Speaking is English difficult. And now speaking in front of the public using English. So when I first started, my first table topic, I still remember vividly. The person gave me this question. What will you say if you can meet with Cristiano Ronaldo? And I just come up and said, I will be very happy. And that's all I can say. Less than 1 minute and I was disqualified. I was about to give up. But at the end, I give it a try. And then on the journey to learn public speaking, communication skill, and then I fall in love. And then if I fall in love in something, then I find a way and I learn and learn and learn. So at the end, I end up to become a trainer in communication and presentation skill. So I use the skills that I learned in Toastmasters to change my career. Now I can say I live my dream job. So the key takeaway is just go on, give it a try, and give your best. You never know what you will become. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. Yeah, it's like free promotion of those masters. Thank you so much. Okay, and yeah, so the name is Toastmaster. Some people mistook it as toast bread, but it's like making a toast. Yeah, thank you, David. And okay, for the last lot, I would love to welcome Toastmaster Tiara.
Hello, everyone. I'm shaking now.
Thank you. And for you is love, and then beauty, and then friendship.
I will choose the second, beauty. Is it correct?
Next 1 to 2 minutes, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. When I heard about beauty, some people will think about and in external things. But when I hearing about beauty, it's mean that bump into my head is inner. And then I believe that people nowadays love to seeing someone with good looking, good appearance, and good fashion. But the end of the all thing, we know that inner beauty is important things that we have to get into our heart. And then not everyone have a good heart or inner beauty, even they are good looking. So it's a difficult things to get that, because inner beauty is a something that we have to grow on our heart. So when you have a good heart, it means that you have inner beauty that will be bumped into the external things. Then people will see you if you are not good looking, if you don't have a good appearance, or you don't have a good fashion. If you have a good heart, beauty will be your important things. So the point is that I want to share with you that you don't have to insecure about yourself, because inner beauty is more important than anything. Maybe that's it for me. I hope that I can give you the message clearly. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tiara. Yeah, don't be insecure because everyone is beautiful and handsome. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your stories, your experiences, and your wisdom. And I hope, yeah, the takeaway from this session is that, yeah, every story can bring inspirations and yeah, as well as motivations. So I hope you can tell more stories to your friends, your families, to anyone that will bring them like, yeah, inspirations. Thank you. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Indah.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster Uyun and the gang. I read the comments on the chat box. Toastmaster Yusufan was telling that he was going to master a toast or making a bread. Actually, I was on the same page with him. I was thinking when somebody told me that if you want to speak more with people in English, join Toastmaster. I mean, like, why will I do, what would I do making toast, making bread and talking? It's just like a bread talk. Is it the same? No, it is not. So yes, in the Toastmaster Club, we learn in delivering speech and learn to have feedbacks from our evaluators. It's a safe haven for us to make mistakes. Then let's go to the next session, which is the evaluation session. Like I've told you, this session will be led by our general evaluators, Toastmaster Raki. Over to you, Toastmaster Raki.
Thank you so much, Madam G. But before that, I just want to clarify for the table topic speakers. Is there any voting session?
Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Timer, give the report.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Israki. I would like to report. I would like to give you report of the timing of the table topic storyteller. I would say so. I'm almost very happy that almost everyone is eligible to be voted, but unfortunately, Toastmaster Hani, you are not eligible to be voted. So everyone except Toastmaster Hani is eligible to be voted. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Agung, as our timer tonight. And I will call Madam Ballot Counter to prepare the link so we can give the vote.
Hello. Okay, I will share. This is the link. You can please vote please vote who is the most favorite story table topic session.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Ballot Counter. So, my fellow Toastmasters and guests, please give your vote to our favorite table storytellers for tonight. While we are waiting for the vote, let's move on to the evaluation session. And the evaluation session will be start with our Mr. Grammarian. Toastmaster Alvin, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Raki. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
I like that. It is hard to be grammarian because this is a story session, right? So I get distracted because the story is so engaging. So I become twitch from maintain to pay attention to the word saying grammarly, but I cannot stop myself. I cannot stop myself to pay attention to the story. So here we go. Our grammar report for tonight meeting. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay. The first is because we are in the story session, please mind to use past tense because most of the time story is something that already happened in the past. So we would like to, if you say, I hear that someone say one day there is a blah, 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 blah. What do you think this could be better?
One day there was a.
Yeah, one day there was a blah, blah, blah. That is from a grammarian perspective. Yeah. And then for the next one is common errors. I found that there are some common errors. The first is if you're built the story that matters. So I think this could be better if you say if you are building the story that matters, because here is I see that are must be followed by verb plus ing, yeah, or an adjective. Or you can use if you build the story that matters. And the second one is I hear someone say, you never always be true. Okay, anyone have opinion about this statement? As we can see, I see here never. What is never means? Never is just nothing. You don't do it at all. For example, I never drink coffee. So it means I don't drink coffee in my whole life. And always is every time. So this is a contra, but in the same sentence. So I think this can make audience confused between never, that is literally nothing, and always, that every time. So I think this could be better if you say you just change never with the negative, like not. So it is you're not always true. Or just remove the always. So it becomes like this. You are always, you are, or you are never be true. Something like that. Okay. And then the next one is the pronunciation. Okay. Let's say with me. Please unmute yourself. Let's say give.
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 Give. Give.
Okay, and then gift.
Gift.
Give.
Gift.
Yeah, I know this is hard because just one T difference between give and gift. And make sure, I think you have to make sure the difference between this word. Even though I believe that audience will understand what you say, it means gift or give. But we are strive to progress. Please make the difference between give and gift. And then one last thing is the quote of the day. The first one is I heard that someone say, don't care about society tells, and you have to make your own ultimate goals. I strongly agree about this because if we see others, we will feel, or I will feel never be enough, because there is someone always better than me, or someone always taller than me. Just set your ultimate goals and go for it. And the second one is, don't be afraid to try. I really agree for this quote. Why? Because someone said, if you never try, or if you never fail, it means you never try. And how come you become succeed if you never try? And the last one is, oh, I have two more. The third is, give it a try, give your best, and you never know what you will become. It's so beautiful. And one last thing that I love so much is inner beauty is important thing that we have to get into our hearts. Because you may be not good looking, but if you have inner beauty, you will always look beautiful. Okay, that's all from Grammarian Report. Back to Toastmaster Raki as our GE.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Grammarian, for tonight, Toastmaster Alvin Abrar. And let's move on to our WOD counter, Toastmaster Salman. So Toastmaster Salman, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aki, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. As I promised earlier, I'm going to share my counter report. Let me share my screen first. It should be visible now, right? I think today the biggest problem is we're kind of forgetting about the word of the day, signify. Very few of us use it. Only Toastmaster Indah when she first explained it to us, and Toastmaster Laura when she tells the story in Pak David's session. Besides that, there's hardly any word of the day, including when it's my turn to speak. So I'm really sorry for that. Besides of that, we can see that there aren't too many long pause or repeated words on the role taker side. From Toastmaster Alvin, probably there's quite and because his session is quite extensive, yeah, and we learned a lot from him. And on the table topic, we can see Toastmaster Hani have 4 and 3 repeated words, which I can understand because she is talking about love, and it can make everyone feels nervous. Besides that, there's Laura only once said Shafira, me, and Tiara have quite a bit of and of course Toastmaster David quite perfect, yeah. There's no one pause or repeated word, and I see from timing it's actually exactly 2 minutes. So I don't know how he did it. What a great Toastmaster! And I also took liberty to count the storytellers in Pak David's session. Toastmaster Yanda have 3 and and Toastmaster Yanda, Laura, Hani, and Toastmaster Raki both have 1 repeated words. It's quite good, I think. And Toastmaster Dita and guest Safira have 3 and 2 I think that's all from me. Toastmaster Raki, I give it back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. AWD Counter, for your report. And the last is from my side as the general evaluator. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much to our edu speaker for tonight, Mr. David Pranata, and congratulations also to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Indah. It was a perfect, and what a wonderful night for tonight. We are here to learn together about story matters, and perhaps we can, what is it to say? We can apply this material to our speech, either on Toastmasters or outside of Toastmasters. So thank you so much again for our edu speakers for tonight, Toastmaster David Pranata. And also congratulations to all role takers Mr. Grammarian, Mr. Timer Toastmaster Agung in the last minute. And then, so congratulations to Madam Ballot Counter, and yeah, all the role takers for tonight. You did great job. And in the beginning, our SAA already explaining the role of this meeting perfectly, and also our Mr. President share and tell about what is SCBD Toastmasters in a very wonderful. So yeah, again, congratulations for us tonight. That's all from me. I will give it back to the Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Israki, our General Evaluator, for the excellent and brief evaluation during the meetings. Now let's call our ballot counter Toastmaster Hari to have her report on the voting.
Okay.
Yeah, Toastmaster Hani?
Okay. Thank you, Madam Tom. So I think this is the final that I want to share. Let me share my screen. Is that visible?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is.
Okay. So this is the Hall of Fame. That we know, as we know, we already have a lot of speakers tonight that already shared their story, and I would call who is the most favorite table story speaker is the okay. Congratulations for guest Safira Zahwa. Congratulations. I'm sorry I cannot screen capture your clearly photo. And congratulations for guest Safira. You already practiced and developed your speaking skill in here. And so don't forget, if you have any question about SCBD Toastmaster, feel free to contact us to PP of membership is Toastmaster Melanie, and here's the link: Instagram, YouTube, and our LinkedIn if you want to know more about us. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Tom.
Okay, congratulations, Toastmaster. Oh, or Toastmaster soon to be Miss Safira. Will you give her word here, Miss Safira?
Yes, I have a few words that I'd like to say. That I thank for the club members very much for this opportunity that I could talk a bit about topic table or the stories, and also I find this club very interesting actually, because it allows the guests to participate in the session, and I don't know, I just want to say thank you very, very much.
Yeah, most welcome, and you're also always welcome to visit our club meetings again. And that remarks the age of my serving tonight. So I'll just return the conduct to our club president, Toastmaster Garda. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indah. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our Toastmaster meeting, General Evaluator, and all the evaluation team members who have already given us a splendid work in ensuring that this meeting takes place smoothly and as expected. And once again, thank you so much for your time for about 2 hours, from listening to the educational sessions until participating in the table topic itself. I know that the time allotted to our meeting is from 7 to 9 p.m. But please allow me to buy a few more minutes to get engaged more with our guests and to hear about your voices. Firstly, I would like to hear from our educational speaker, Pak David or Toastmaster David. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. Hello, Pak David or TM David. How are you, by the way?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Once again, thank you for coming to SCBD and sharing with us regarding a story that matters. I have two questions actually for you. And firstly, what do you think about our meeting? What is your opinion? I'd like to hear it.
Okay. So what I love about Toastmaster is people wants to participate. This is some things that I rarely found in other places. So people in here are willing to take stand, participate, and I see that in also SCBD Toastmasters. So it's like the essence of Toastmaster where friends is helping friends achieve greatness together. So that is the spirit that I see from SCBD Toastmaster. Really enjoy to be able to speak here, and also the number of participants is 30 plus. Wow. In my Surabaya Toastmaster clubs, usually we only have like 11, 15 people. It's like double the numbers from my home club. So thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Toastmaster David. I really agree with your statement that it also reminds me of the abbreviation of TEAM. Together, everyone achieves more, right? And it's the same spirit that we always want to have and implement in Toastmasters. Now, moving on to the second question. This is also related to your participation in Toastmasters, and also it is a reminder to everyone because we are coming to the new membership term in April. So yeah, it's almost 1.5 months to go. So what makes you continue being a member in Toastmasters? Because you mentioned that you have been a member since 2006, right? So what makes you being a member until now for 16 years?
Okay, so the good thing is about Toastmaster is initially we joined because of the skills. I mean, we want to improve in communication skill, public speaking, presentation skills. That is the initial reason why I joined Toastmasters. But what keeps me to stay in Toastmaster is because of friends. In Toastmasters, especially in my club meetings, I meet with my old friends, person whom I know from like 2006 and maybe beforehand. And also in Toastmasters, I keep on meeting new friends, new faces, and every time I I go to Toastmasters everywhere, they always be warmly welcome. It's like meeting an old friend. So to sum it up, initially we joined Toastmasters because of skills, but at the end we stay because of friends. Thank you.
It's really heartwarming. Yes, indeed. Who knows that by being a member in Toastmasters, you will be able to meet your long lost friend, for example, from other clubs. Like, hey, you're also a member in Toastmasters. Like, it happens a lot here. Yeah, once again, thank you so much for everything that you have shared with us, your words. Should you wish to provide more feedback, how to improve our meeting, feel free. We would like to hear more from you, Toastmaster David. And definitely looking forward to having you in our meeting in the next session. Thank you, Toastmaster David. Stay safe and be well. And also, I would like to hear from our guest. I noticed that Zahra is here. Hi, Zahra, you're still here with us?
Yes, I hear you.
Hi, how are you, Zahra?
I'm great.
Thank you for coming. I think it is our pleasure for having you here. So may I know that is this your first time in any Toastmasters meeting?
Yes, this is my first time. I knew that from my friend Tiara Intan. So I'm very happy to meet you all guys.
Wonderful. And this is exactly what related to what Toastmaster David mentioned. You have friends, what makes you join Toastmasters, like Zara here joining our meeting because of Yara. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yara, for inviting and bringing Zara to our meeting. So how do you feel and how do you think about our meeting today, Zara?
I feel like I gain more knowledge, especially for public speaking. So I'm really grateful to meet you all guys in here. I feel like my English skill maybe upgraded more like that.
Thank you so much, Zara, for your opinion. And definitely, should you want to know more about SCBD Toastmasters or Toastmasters in general, feel free to contact our Vice President for Membership, Toastmaster Melanie, through the WhatsApp number. You can also visit our Instagram. There's a link provided there. So yeah, feel free to ask anything you want to know about Toastmasters. And definitely,
thank you.
yes, then definitely would like to see you again in the next meeting every Friday evening. And yeah, we would like to hear your voice in the table topic sessions as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Zara. Stay safe and be well. Yeah, that is all from me. But before I adjourn this meeting, I would like to ask our area director, Toastmaster Ari, is there any announcement from your side regarding the district level something?
Okay, thank you so much, President Toastmaster Gada, my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to congratulate you for well spending your time visiting SCBD Toastmasters meeting tonight. Hopefully, you will gain something, and you have given something to the society here. And as the area director of Area I3, covering SCBD Toastmasters, Jakarta Bahasa Toastmasters, absolutely Addictive Advanced Toastmasters Club, and as well as Jakarta Ministry of Finance Toastmaster Club, I'd like to inform you that the upcoming area contest will be held next week on Saturday, on 26th February. For the detailed time, it is around 9 or 10 a.m. to start. It's not fixed yet, but it's around 3.5 to 4 hours. Hopefully, it can be finished by 3 hours. And for the next detail of the area contest, I will inform through the president of each clubs in the area of I3. And please spend your time for the area contest because you will see many good speakers, including from the SCBD Toastmasters. So good luck and see you. Thank you, Garda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arya, for the announcement. Yeah, don't forget to mark your calendar, 26th of February in the morning. Further information will be updated. So yeah, I think that is all. And don't forget that in SCBD Toastmasters, we always open this Zoom meeting to everyone to network and to throw as many questions as you wish so that we will get to know each other better. And don't forget to attend our regular meeting coming every Friday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Jakarta time. Please follow our Instagram at scbd.toastmasters. We always update our activities there. And we also have our YouTube channel. You may search SCBD Toastmasters Club on the YouTube channel, and you may stream all of our previous meetings so that you want to get to know more about our club better. And that is all from my side. And with the power vested in me, I hereby adjourn this meeting. Happy weekend, everyone, and happy morning.
Happy weekend. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy weekend.